Welcome to Living Local Central Texas. I'm Noelle Mendoza.
Hi everyone, I'm Amanda Tatum, and we've made it to Friday.
Yes!
3 cheers for that. Good deal.
When I think of October, I think scary. How do you feel about scary things?
I try to block that part out, and I just think of like the good smells and the fire pits and the turtlenecks and the red wine, to be honest with you.
Maybe you're not going to like the first part of the show.
I'm glad you did it.
Well, I got a chance to visit Waco Escape Rooms,
Yeah.
and they're doing something really cool this Halloween with a big citywide event. Take a look. Hey everyone, it's Noelle Mendoza. I am at Waco Escape Rooms, and I'm here with Corey. Corey, thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you, Noelle.
Tell me a little bit about Waco Escape Rooms. What is it?
Yeah, what is it? So we've been around about 5 years now, so it's kind of flown by. But what we do is we design rooms that have different themes for them, and then inside these rooms are puzzles and mysteries and clues that you and your group, usually families or friends, companies, whatever, will get a group together and you solve the room. So you have 1 hour to figure out all the puzzles and try to escape before your time runs out.
So that's the goal, trying to get out of the room.
That is the goal, yes ma'am. Yeah, we built out 2 new rooms about a month ago, and the concept's still the same. You have an hour and there's 2 rooms you have to try to escape out of. You're actually scoring some points now though too. So we tried to incorporate a little bit of a competitive side, but you're still solving puzzles and working together as a team. But these are more of a points base as opposed to just escaping before your time runs out.
So how many rooms do you have right now?
So total we have 4 themed rooms. 2 of those though have like multiple rooms in them. Mm-hmm. So you're playing kind of more of a journey, if you will. But you can book up to 4 different themes.
Oh wow! All right, so let's go check one out.
Yeah, let's go.
Who comes up with all of these puzzles?
Yeah.
Is it your twisted mind, or who does it?
I get a little bit of my twisted mind, but really it's my partner Jared. We both went to Baylor together. We've been best friends, since 2006. So Jared does predominantly the amount of the puzzling in the room. So he'll come up with the sequencing and like what you're solving and things like that. He'll let me come up with a couple things, but Jared's is very good at it. And when we started this, 5 years ago, there weren't that many in Texas. So really we were kind of on the forefront of these escape rooms and trying to always be innovative and things like that now 5 years later.
How busy are you guys? If people want to come in, do they have to book an appointment, or is it just walk in?
Yeah, and that's kind of been one of the adjustments, I think, being in this COVID world now that we're in. But before, we would take walk-ins, you could call and whatever. Now it just on the website, so you make your booking online. You still can call as well. You just have to reserve it ahead of time, just so we can do all the protocols we go through. The lobby is pretty much just for the group that's coming to play, so we keep it pretty locked down, if you will. The rooms receive a lot of specialized cleaning. We have this machine that makes it these molecules so small, but it cleans the air too. It's nuts. So, but yeah, booking online on our website is the best way to go about it.
This room it reminds me of, something haunted, something that I don't want to be in. We're talking Halloween, right? We're in October, and, there's an electric chair right there. What do you guys have going on for October? Because I know it's a big event.
For sure, yes ma'am. So we've always talked about seasonal escape rooms, and I have honestly always been not a huge fan of that. So what we decided to do this year was do seasonal, basically scavenger hunts, if you will. So we call them citywide escape games, but for people that ask about them, it's kind of like Amazing Race. Had a baby with a scavenger hunt and their kid was an escape room. So we try to put them all together into one thing. But for Halloween this year on October 24th, groups will basically be doing a citywide scavenger hunt. So they'll have teams, you're driving around in your car, and there's different locations all around Waco where once we have an app that we had built out, and you solve puzzles on this app while you're driving, or well, not while you're driving, but the group is solving them. Then when you get to the location, there's a challenge that you have to accomplish while you're there. Once you do both of those things, solve the puzzle, complete the challenge, you get a point basically, and then you move on to the next location. And it's a timed event, so there will be a winner. So we're pumped. We get to incorporate some different companies in town that let us use their spots, and We'll have some actors that are in the theater department from Baylor, as well as the Brazos Theater Group. So there'll be some actors at each location, maybe doing a little scaring or something like that. So we're pumped though. This will be a great Halloween event, and very, conscious of social distancing and COVID. So I mean, you're in your car, you do have to get out, but the way we have it structured, when you're solving a challenge, you're just with your group doing it.
And you're learning more about the city as you do all this.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, learning more about the city. This is family friendly. You can be young, old, it doesn't really matter. So everyone will have a blast doing this and get a experience a little different side of Waco.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really awesome event for Halloween. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much for having us, Corey.
Thank you, Noelle. I appreciate the time.
That's some awesome planning.
Yeah, I mean, it looked really cool, so
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's really cool. Except for the scary part. But I'll just have a mask on. Maybe I'll scare them first.
Right. Well, coming up after the break, we're getting even more spooky and talking to investigative journalist Robert Riggs about his new True Crime Reporter podcast. You won't want to miss it.
Stay with us, guys.